Freaky Friday. How are we doing, everybody? Moving the chains. We're back at it, rocking and rolling. I'm recording this late Friday night. And a long, busy day. Working out. Got paid today. Short that money, baby. Money Manziel. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stunner, baby. I'm rocking. I'm rolling. Hope you guys are doing well. Freaky Friday. We are back. Love the support. So last night, Bills, Dolphins, in Buffalo. Tim Brooks, I'm talking to you, big guy. I'm sorry for your Dolphins. I'm going to send this the next season. They got to detonate that motherfucker because it is bad right now. Not good optics in South Beach. I'll get to them in a minute. But let me just start with this. So, the Dolphins, they showed a lot of grit last night. A lot of fight. And I appreciate it. But there's a reason why Buffalo is Buffalo right now. Okay? Miami, I got news for you. Detonate this motherfucker. Okay? Start over, clean house, get rid of everything. Get rid of the coach, get rid of the quarterback, get rid of the GM. And listen, I like Tua the player. I really do. And he's got moments. He's kind of like Purdy. Same situation. He's just the Niners East. But I will say this with Miami. And again, Mike McDaniel's okay. He's a little over the top for me. Okay? He's trying a little bit too hard. That Miami lifestyle, and I know people that live there, it gets to you. Okay? And I think Mike McDaniel's kind of got some of that. He's got the flair, and Miami's sexy and flashy, and I get all that. And when Mike McDaniel took the Dolphins job, I was like, okay, damn, okay, bring this Shanahan offense down there. Let's see how it works. And listen, they've had some moments where I go, it's a lot of sexy, it's a lot of flash, it's a lot of power. But where's the meat? It's all sizzle. I need substance. I need meat. I need, and I watch Miami and they don't feel that. And they're very weather dependent. I've told my dad this. My dad doesn't get it. He goes, well, why are they paying Tua all that money when he can't throw a ball in the wind? I don't know. Because they're desperate. And this is what desperate people do. Desperate people do desperate shit. In Miami, they've been trying to search this since Dan Marino. And I understand it. They've had, I think, 26 quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken. They're in that top tier since 2000. I understand it. And Miami's always been interesting, but not great. And I'm watching last night, and I just feel like there's disconnect. They're soft. And you hate that word as a football team, football player, coach, and you hate that. But this is what they are. They're flashy. They got Tyreek Hill, Waddle. I remember Bucky Brooks said this last year going in Jacksonville's playing the Dolphins in Miami. And he does the color commentary for the Jaguars. And he said, it's like a 4x1 relay team when you watch them up close. And they are. When they're clicking and when they're humming, and Tua's got that back foot and that left hand slinging it, before those receivers come out of their break, it is awesome to watch. And Tua's exceptional at it. I think he's gotten away from that. Now, some of that's concussions, maybe. I don't know what's going on in his head. Because I like Tua the kid. I think he's Dak Prescott talent-wise. Very good EQ, very good mental, can horsepower, really good. But physically, I don't see it. He's 6'1", he's 212. He's okay. I mean, I've said this before. Watching Josh Allen versus Brock Purdy, I saw the big gap in talent. One's got a big arm, one's built like furniture. Hard to move. Tua, he's okay. He's fine, but not great. So, that's my only knock, and I just think Miami needs to just restart. Now, do you get rid of Tua? You get rid of Mike McDaniel? If you get rid of Mike McDaniel, then Tua's gone too. Now, Miami's got to go clean house and start over. Get rid of this GM. He can't. They don't know what they're doing. Them and the Bears are similar to me. They have some talent, but it's just inconsistent, disciplined, not disciplined. Just in big cities, big markets, and they can't get it right. I don't know what to make of Miami. I think they have some pieces I like, and they got Peel and they got Flash, but I really think this owner is kind of weird. And he's going to go after a big name. He's going to go after Kirby Smart, a Ryan Day, somebody like that. Maybe a John Gruden. I don't know. I highly doubt it, but I'm just throwing names out. So last night was I was impressed with Miami. They impressed me last night. They showed a lot of grit. They were in that game last night. But you kind of saw the gap of talent. And Tua, to me, is there something missing? It's like that John Mayer song, money, check, friends, check. Everything's there for Miami, like with Tua, but something's missing. And I kind of laugh when he was like, yeah, I really respect Josh Allen. Like, nah, bro, you wish you were him. You know? So, I feel for Dolphin fans. You can send them next season, detonate this motherfucker, blow it up, because I don't see a lot of hope. I really don't. I do think that they're going to be better down the stretch. I think they can get better. Their offense can put up points. It's not the problem here. The problem I have with Miami is their culture. They're too soft. Mike McDaniel thought, oh, I could just take this San Francisco offense and bring it down to Miami. But you missed one caveat: physicality. They don't have it. The one couple things you need with Tua: a backup quarterback and a great offensive line. They have neither. Now, I think Tua got up to speed with the NFL because his offensive line in Alabama had 5 guys in the NFL. Miami's doesn't. So Tua had a very comfortable life at Alabama, which I've been critical of guys that come from big powers, and the success rate's not great when you play with 5 stars compared to when you go to Purdue and to North Carolina State and those schools you have to scrap and claw and fight. Will Levis is the same thing. So, again, I don't know what Miami does from here. I just think that they need to detonate it, blow it up, and start over. Because they got to bring some guy in that's going to get that culture, like a Dan Campbell type. And I think Mike McDaniel's tried way too hard. He's vaping on the sideline. Terrible look, by the way. Awful. I know Dan Campbell dips. I mean, he's doing it not in games. Mike McDaniel's doing it in games. Bad optics, bad look. Miami's just weird right now. They got weird vibes down there. I want to jump on the Bills because I know Todd Opusich, the owner of Culture Gym. I wanted to give him a shout out. The best gym in Fort Wayne, hands down. I love you. Love you guys. You guys do a tremendous job. Max Loss, I'm talking to you too, big guy. Love you. He's a Bills fan, and probably the biggest one I know. And I was talking to him after the Bills game last night, or after the Ravens game. And he was saying, he goes, hey, this Bills team, I like them, but they're soft. Not soft, but like not, they're soft, but I mean like they're not, they're really small on defense. And sometimes when they go to their nickel look or their dime look, they always bring like these small guys in there. And I always feel like Buffalo, to me, has sort of like what Peyton Manning had early on in Indianapolis, where they were built for speed. They're built for an indoor turf kind of team and kind of get smacked around when they're outside. Now, that's not the case in Buffalo, but I'm starting to see it now. And listen, I think Sean McDermott's done a tremendous job of cleaning up the mess that Buffalo had before he got there. And I give him credit. Him and Brandon Beane have done an exceptional job at constructing this roster, around Josh Allen. And he's a great player. But, man, this is a year. If not win. If not now, win, Buffalo or Baltimore. I'm talking to you, Max Lawson, my guy. Love you. I'm talking to you, too, because you guys need to win this fucking Super Bowl. It's time. Chiefs are struggling. They're 0-2. You could grab them by the throat. And yet, I'm going to see the same shit again in Buffalo. I just have a gut feeling, and the Chiefs are in their head psyche, and I think Buffalo's going to be, they are an elite team. I'm not disputing that. But it just bothers me when I'm watching them last night. They're just slow sometimes in their defense. And it just, Matt Milano's a great player, but he's hurt a lot. Ed Oliver was hurt last night. So that did matter a lot. And I do think Miami had some success running the ball. I saw that early on in that first drive. But I just feel like, to me, when I'm watching Buffalo, you got to get bigger bodies on defense, man. You have to. Because I saw with Carolina, with Sean McDermott and that defense, they had dudes, man. They had badasses everywhere. Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, Short, Latulippe, man. They had dudes everywhere on defense. There were tanks that looked like monsters. And I'm watching Buffalo. Is this the midget convention? What's going on? Because I don't see the speed. I don't see the, like they walk out of the hotel lobby. You're like, whoa, holy shit, what's that? They don't look normal. Like freak athletes. And Josh Allen stands out. And I've said this. Josh Allen, I'm going to get to him right now. And then I'll get to my other point in a second. But Josh Allen, to me, is Brett Favre of this generation. I really do. He's Brett Favre, Cam Newton, all meshed together if he had a baby right now. Because this guy is just, he's incredible. He really is. And last night, they need to do this more often, Buffalo. Stop putting the Superman cape on him. Run the ball. It's not all Josh. Sometimes I feel like with McDermott, it is with Big Ben. It is with Cam Newton, where it's so centric of the quarterback that it puts so much pressure on him. He's got to be like LeBron, or I said this week one, like you just got to score 42 to win. But last night was different. They ran the ball. Now, can you consistently do that? Time will tell, but I don't know. But Josh Allen is one of the most remarkable talents at quarterback I've ever seen, probably in NFL history, because you don't get guys like this. And here's the other thing. He's cleaned up his errors. There's one flaw with that guy. It was reckless, because like Favre, when he came in, he was raw, had all the horsepower. Physically, you saw it, man. The arm, he can move better than Favre. Favre had mobility, but not to this level. And I'm watching last night, and man, I like Buffalo a lot. I really do. I like their culture. I like what they built. I am pulling for them to win a Super Bowl. But man, I'm starting to get nervous. Because Buffalo, you got to close the door now. You've got this right now. Now, there's still a lot of season left. We got a long way to go. We're 3 games in. But you got to do something different on defense to me. Go out and get a trade deadline. Go get some big bodies on defense. Guys that intimidate you. Like, you go to Buffalo, I'm like, oh. Like when he was in Carolina. Because I watched that Carolina defense with dudes on it. Kuechly, Davis, Short, Shaq Thompson. Hell, good God, Shaq Thompson's playing for him right now. And he's balling. So he was making plays last night. I've been a big fan of his since Carolina days. So I just, you got to be happy as a Bills fan. They should have blown the doors open more. But good job for Miami, having some composure. But man, I just with Buffalo, and I'm pulling for him, and I want him to win a Super Bowl because I love Josh Allen. I love to see the Ravens win one too, either one of those two. But man, last night just really was alarming to me on terms of the defense for the Bills. They're too small. I mean, at some point, rubber meets the road. You're going to face an elite level defense, and you got to close the door. So, I just, and again, the other thing with the Bills, I think that they're gaining an advantage of, and I feel like this is Brady in his prime with New England, is that the AFC East was shit. Jets were just a circus. Miami was interesting, not good enough. And, the Bills were crap. So now it's like role reversal. Who's the team circling wagons in our circus shows? Jets, Dolphins. And New England's good, but like I said at the top, interesting, not good enough. Yeah, mile away. So just keep an eye on that. But that's all I want to touch on here tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. We got a great, and I mean great slate of college football tomorrow. Stay tuned Sunday morning. We got content for days. Football season here, folks. Let's rock. Let's roll. Freaky Friday. Adios. Godspeed.